schmuckle. Yep, this is PCSX2. So the one timer in the game is real time. The one outside is IGT. We're just comparing IGT RTA, really.
All right, let's look.
Yeah, that is a huge difference already. We're going to do a full run with this and just see what we get. Yep, 2 timers.
Freeze.
I really hate the way the emulator controls. Like, really hate it. I had to like rebind my controllers and shit to the simulator because it just sucks, and it just sucks. The simulator is just trash. PCSX2. Yeah, it was just never properly developed, unlike, say, Dolphin, Duck Station emulators like that. Even our PCS3 is further along for the most part. It's a better emulator than this in most cases. It like ticks up a little bit too. Like during the load screen, it just ticks up a little tiny bit. It's really strange. What up, Pazzo? It doesn't make sense because I just put it together really quickly. RTA is, that's the digital camera. I save. IGT's on the outside, RTA's on the inside of the game. Should be the other way around, but I don't really care. I should have labeled him, but I didn't think about that. Well, the slowdown is just emulator slash emulator, really. So yeah, we're almost a minute apart right now, and we're only like 4 minutes in.
Bridge checkpoint passed. All non-essential personnel report to the holds in 10 minutes time for
the average IGT-RT difference in a full run is usually about 7 to 8 minutes. Nice audio issues. Yeah, the M9 icon's a little different in Sons of Liberty US. That's correct. I hate Soul.
We initiated development of Metal Gear Ray as a countermeasure to these pirated weapons forces. The only thing that can stand up to a Metal Gear is, of course, another Metal Gear. They're all working on deploying their own...
Yeah, this is Soul US. Yep. Which the cutscene coming up here at the end of Tanker I can't skip.
Countermeasure to these pirated weapons forces.
Let's see what happens if I do this. Oh shit.
Another Metal Gear.
Snake, what's wrong?
Okay.
Snake!
Weird.
We initiated development of Metal Gear Ray as a countermeasure
That was fucked.
to pirated weapons forces. The only thing that can stand up to a Metal Gear is, of course, another Metal Gear.
Like some of them are like instant knockdowns, like they're knocked the fuck out. There's no like domino thing. It's really weird.
With Ray, the hundreds, if not thousands of Metal Gears that exist all over the world are no longer...
It stops here. What the fuck?
The blind rush to...
The IGT stops during the photos
And it will be the Marine Corps
as it's processing the photo. That's fucked.
our Ray.
Good.
Okay. No, I think it's just soul shit. It's just soul shit. It's stopping during this. What the fuck?
We, the Marines, will lead the charge into a new world order with Metal Gear Ray. That is all. Dismissed.
This timer's weird. Very weird. Well, we'll find out. Like, we'll see what kind of lag we get at Fortune and if it slows down the timer or not. The boxing strat. If you don't do something like that, then you can't skip the elevator cutscene on Seoul US. So yeah. Big old nut. Decent nuts. Crazy weeb with the nuts and the decents. Decent shit. Wad. Okay, this dude's weird. No, he's not. Oh, no, it's JP's weird. Never mind. Bye, bitch. Yeah, on JP, the guy's sleeping and facing you, so... Do I ever get tired of the nut redeem? Fuck no. If I did, I wouldn't have it on the channel. That's why I increased the easy button when I first started streaming, because it used to be the same price. People would spam easy buttons, and since that button is really hard to press, that's why I made it 10 times the amount. And it doesn't get abused as often. Nah, the nut button's a brand around here. I can't ever get sick of it. Oh, fucking Seoul US, fuck's sake. Oh my god. Here we go. We'll just have a session when we can at this point. We'll have a credit session or something. Or we'll do it during, like, sniping. I am not doing those right now. Session at the Harrier. Do it during Harrier. Huh? Huh? Well, I don't have an M9. Okay. What up, Gucci?
Who's that? Enemy sight. Requesting backup unit.
I didn't rip off Jack. I ripped off Glenn. But I'm not going to rip off Jack and do the F button. He says I should get an F button. But, eh.
Possible hostiles. Set backup.
Cock button? It's a fun button. That'd be a fun button. A button that yells cock. That can be arranged, actually. That can definitely be a thing. 100%. There's already a noise for it. Hold L1, you jackass! This is MGS2. I like that. What up, Rob? Welcome. There are programmable, like, nut type buttons where you could put your own thing in there. You can make anything you want, technically.
Who's there?
Yeah, I've done that cartwheel on and off. I don't know if it would save time. I think it would be, so...
There's somebody there.
What up, Vamp 2? Yeah, Vamp 2. This is the Vamp 2 test run, Vamp 2.
Possible hostiles.
I'll match them. Like, I just don't care right now. Oh my lord. If I'm gonna do any sort of ILs, it's just other random shit or liquid. Like, when I learned raise and got good at raise, I did like a session of raise every day, like at least a half hour or so, for like 6 months. It's gonna be the same with these fucking liquid ILs that I have to do now. They're just so good that I have to train myself. I think it's faster to roll prone into the pipe, yes. I just find it incredibly awkward to do, and if you miss where you're supposed to go prone at, you lose quite a bit of time, so that's why I don't go for it. But I don't know what the exact time save would be. I think it does save time. Go for it. There's anything that I have is generally free. Wow, goodbye. So yeah, go for it. Some of the ILs are fun. Some of the ones like Patman, Fortune, those aren't really all that fun. Fortune, you're just wanting good RNG, really. It's just an RNG IL. IL stands for individual level. So on the leaderboards, you have full game runs, and then you have individual levels for a lot of leaderboards. So like only tanker, only plant, only snake tails, only any like VR level is considered an individual level, an IL. Nice. I hate Soul US.
Enemy sighted.
I don't have a fucking... Yeah, Where's my M9? Like, I didn't get it. Because it doesn't fucking spawn on the roof, I guess. I've never noticed that. I guess there's no M9. It's in the dock. I saw it in the dock. It's probably still there. But it doesn't respawn on the roof if you don't get it, I guess. Oh. Alright, we'll find out. I'm about to come to the dock, and we'll see if it's there. Nope. Where is it? There it is. It's over there. Fucking stupid fucking game, dude. I don't need it anyway, really. Well, it's not lagging much because it's on Emulator, so... I need to, like, look at it or something. I don't know if that timer slowed down. I think it might be compensating for lag. I'm not sure. I can tank my frame rate with the Stinger, so shouldn't be much of a problem to find out. Fucking audio, dude, just sucks. Or just use print screen, I guess, yeah. Oh yeah, and Seoul US is for very easy. It's normal Fat Man. Yeah, I just remembered that. It's fucking 3 lethal cycles. Or 3 non-lethal. So stupid. And the bomb's right there. Why? Yeah. fuck. That sucks. Nice. Wow, I curved the stick and it didn't work. Cool. Good emulator. Yeah, I don't see under any realistic circumstance that you're not going to lose time, that you're going to be picking up the stuns on this version. I don't think. Even if you went left side direct to it, I don't think you can get there or have any sort of good angle. Up to almost 5 minutes difference. That's a lot already. It's usually only like 7 to 8. I don't know if the AK's there on fucking Seoul US. I'm just going to Strut F. I don't remember. I really don't care. I don't want to get there and then have to fucking go all the way back because of Seoul US shenanigans. God, that struggled. Holy crap.
It's him! Everyone, stay on guard! There's someone else here! Send backup ASAP!
Okay, whatever. That's a valid strat. Alright, where's Ames? Where is Ames? Are we gonna get another God Ames on a dumb run that doesn't matter? Ames won't spawn. That's possible because it's emulator. That is possible. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Your aims, aren't you?
Stupid aims.
King.
Yeah, the audio's dog shit. Granted, this is all stock configuration. I've done basically nothing to it, so it probably could be better. And I can't skip this.
Who is that?
Back up. I have an unknown target.
Ah, shit. Fucking stupid camera on very easy.
Possible hostiles. Send backup.
I don't think it really matters, honestly, because I think you can only do so many cartwheels anyway, and where it happens, I don't think it truly matters. If there was, this is the wrong way. Haha, I'm going to Fat Man. I pulled a Mac McD just in reverse. But I don't know. I don't think it really matters, honestly. This is why I like splits. Tell me where I need to go.
Send backup. I have an unknown target here.
Yeah, but you normally use chaff on higher difficulties. You have a chaff at that point. Doesn't matter. Like, trying to shoot it down with broken panels. Ugh. Wait, do I need Pentaz? Wow, that was close. Magazine! Fuck my life. Yeah, shit's going bye-bye. God, it's so fast. Low damage. The timer is lagging just a bit.
I'll let you go out in style.
But I'll test it more at Raise and Vamp.
not a pretty sight. Hurry up and check the situation.
So dumb that these guards are here on very easy as well.
Encountered the Emulator. Request protection.
I believe they do. I believe they do. Let's find out. Try to go back and recreate it, I guess.
Right.
Yup. Yup. I didn't even move. Fuck's sake.
Who's that? Enemy intruder sighted. Send additional personnel.
Nice camera angle. Yeah, so we're already up to a 6.5 minute difference. So that's a lot. That's I think too much to this point. Because we're gonna be like 10 minutes by the time we get to the end. That's way too much of a difference. Why am I swimming? Whatever. I don't care. We'll see if it lags. Can't really tell. It's running at 60 FPS, so... Can I get it to lag at all? Not really. I don't think it is. I just do it just because. If it was VE, I probably wouldn't do it. Like, world record attempts. But I've never tried to time it.
What is that?
Wow.
What are you doing?
Oh, I could have went that way. Alright. I didn't know if that was different on Seoul US too, but it's not. I finished this game about 60 times and didn't know that the room was there. Well, if you've ever listened to this story or answered this cell phone call, they actually tell you go to the small room in the southwest corner to use the Nikita. So, but fair enough. We really don't use that in the speedrun except on normal difficulty, I think. I just did it there just because. Speedy, you're a cunt. Dick. Yeah, like I always use that. I use that for almost all my speedruns. Cock. What's wrong with D-pad? D-pad's fun. Yeah, nice floating wig. Wow, there's no fucking lag here. Cool.
Right, come in. Right.
Good emulator.
Right.
Is that faster than Swim Glitch? Hell yeah. Oh yeah, by a lot. The fuck is this? This is fucking PCSX2, the best emulator ever. Said no one ever. We're testing why the Seoul US in-game timer is what it is. RTA is the higher number, IGT is the lower number. Right now it's a 7-minute difference, and that's like what it should be at the end of the game. So I think there's some emulator shenanigans going on as well. Or B-Man's script sucks or something, I don't know. Yeah, it's like a 7 to 8 minute difference. IGT RTA on Seoul US. Every other version, it's like 13 seconds, 15 seconds. And I thought it didn't count loads for the longest time. But when I did a run on my backwards compatible PS3, I had a similar difference. And these loads are pretty quick. And I'm getting like a huge difference still. It just, I don't know. I don't know what this IGT is. I think it stops for loads, it accommodates for lag. Like it slows down if you lag. Just really fucky. Yeah, I don't know. Like, if it doesn't match up, if the IGT timer doesn't match up at the end with the IGT on screen, then this whole test is irrelevant. But we'll see. But I'm concerned because we're already at a 7-minute difference, and the most I've seen is around 8 for a full run. Watch, it fucking subtracts itself during credits and just like, oh, that's gonna be funny. I'm not doing Emma-zip. I don't know proper setups right now. (2017) strats. My son, Mr. Don Taylor. Do you know him? Lee. I have a very important text to answer. It could involve money. Wow. Wow, I nearly killed her again because of Seoul US shit. Fuck. No, somebody asked if we have gaming computers right now. Or a good graphics card. Wow. I don't have good graphics cards, but I do have a gaming computer right now that has a 1660 Super in it. So maybe I can persuade them. That would be a very nice sale. It's got a Ryzen 5 2600 Pro, 32 gigs of RAM, 500 gig SSD, 1660 Super, a lot of RGB on it, 29-inch ultra-wide monitor, a Razer RGB mechanical keyboard, mouse, RGB mouse pad. It wasn't in the best of shape, but I cleaned it up pretty good. I paid $350 for the whole bundle, so I'm trying to sell it retail in the store for $1,000. Which, it's a little lofty, but we'll see. There are no mines, right? I hope. God, these thermals! Fuck! Please tell me there's no claymores. Please. Oh, there better not be any fucking claymores on Seoul US. And I gotta use Pentaz. That would be about $4,000 Canadian right now. Fuck. And there's a third? Maybe? No? Alright. I don't want to use Pentaz. Alright, I owe Speedy some nuts, so... Not. I hate the stuff button. It sucks. Yeah, I did it. Chat can vouch for me on that from last night. But to answer you, UNC, the VE tutorial that I have is good for starting out. It's missing a lot of like newer advanced stuff, but it's nothing I would worry about starting out. So use that. A lot of people still use that today and have become pretty good runners off of it. So go for it. Buttspot has been banned from Twitch. So, yeah. So, hopefully it gets reinstated, but I don't know. But they were banned. I don't know why. Alright, I can answer this text. Fuck off, Bestwick. Decent, yeah. And then you figured out, oh, I can play the game and be better than everybody else, all on my own. God. Okay, let's see. Trying to get the frame rate down. Yeah, theory, but that's like less than a second of time difference. No, ladder glitch is worth 12 seconds. Like, I got world record without it at the time, and without swim glitch. Don't worry about the glitches. You need to focus on the route, general movement, ammo management, and movement. Movement is huge when it comes to VE more than anything else. Limit your cartwheels, because they're not worth it. Like, they save 5.05 per perfect cartwheel. You mess one up, you're losing more time. So, movement, route, ixnay the cartwheels. That's my advice. And boss fights, yeah. Yeah, boss fights is a given, though. Uh, 103. When the record was a 102, I did that, which I think you can get a low 102, maybe even a high 101 without cartwheels. Like, it's just not that important. Like, think about it. If we do 300 cartwheels in a run, it would take 20 cartwheels, perfect cartwheels, to save 1 second. Okay? Over the course of 300 cartwheels, that's, what, 15 seconds? Not that much. Yeah, it's basically, you save 5 seconds per 100 cartwheels. Not very much. Not very much at all. Yeah, since turbo's legal, I would use it. It's awesome.
It's been a while, hasn't it? Jack the Ripper?
You know this fellow?
You remember me, don't you? You've grown. High concentration of cerebral implants. Have they altered your memory, too?
Yeah, like, if you're gonna do cartwheels, you better be sure you're straight. Do them downstairs, because that's, like, you have to. You lose too much time otherwise. And just keep them to a minimal. And as you get better at the game, then you can
Olga, you can't
start
keep
taking
this
more
up.
risks.
They're bound to find you.
Listen, I'll free you in a little while. Brace yourself.
Mix of both. I use a mix of both. Primary analog. Bridges like the EF bridge, I use D-pad. But it is situational. Depends. Yes, that boy. Like I'm using D-pad right now. I switched to analog. Yeah, I would say so. Probably more than that. Probably like a 112. You're so slow. What the fuck's that? No. I don't think so. 112 is not that hard of a time anymore. Not even on PS3. It is, because my 112.55 I got was on no loading trick. So yes, 112 is free.
Damn, kid.
The only way you get hit with D-pad is if you, like, bonk off a wall or something. Fuck Joe. No way. Don't listen to Joe. Joe is terrible. Don't do that. Don't listen to Joe. No, do not use analog on EF. That is a bannable offense. Nice damageless Tengu 1. Speaking of Joe, I saw him do that. You can avoid getting shot at the start, technically. Alright, I'm gonna lay down for this fight. Yo, Zero with the 4 months, dude. Thank you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. What is this strat? Laziness. And valid. Doesn't lose that much time. Alright, I'm gonna try to
It came as a
lag.
complete surprise when Ocelot discovered the S3.
The frame rate's holding at 60. God damn it. Fuck.
S3 stands for Solid Snake Simulation. It's a development program to artificially reproduce Solid Snake, the perfect warrior. The result is a Foxhound Commando. When Foxhound no longer exists, a simulated Solid Snake shaped by VR regimen. Sound like someone you know, Jack? I'm sorry to see you reduced to one of the Patriots' puppets. But I've made use of you, and their plan too. Solid Snake's sudden appearance, your arrival. It was obvious the Patriots were among my ranks. I had to smoke out the agent before the mission entered the final phase. You came in handy, as bait.
No problem, dude. I look forward to your MGS2 journey.
The Civil War were as real as they come.
Get more VE runs on the board. Get closer to 100.
Life and death. You ran from it, and now you've been led back to war by something less than real.
Substance. Bestwick. That didn't work. Oh, this is... Nope, this isn't... Yeah. You have to do the fight legitimately. Fuck. Soul US, you have to kill legitimate rays. They don't die in one hit. Nice. Stupid fight.
Are you awake yet, Jack? GW.
IGT? No. Ed, the credits are 9.5 minutes. I'm not saving time on credits. There's no way it won't count credits. It's gonna count credits. This is gonna be like a 110. 111.
I'll squeeze the answers out of you
Dumbass.
instead, my son.
I didn't mash. I didn't touch triangle once.
What do you hope to hear? You know he doesn't know anything.
It's not him I want the answers from.
That's nerfed on Soul US. Don't even have to touch it. Ooh, he responded. What'd he say? Ooh, what else does it have? Okay, I will tell him. Man, that would make my week if that fucking thing sold. Holy shit. It does have Windows 10 Pro. It's actually a pretty decent deal when you include the extras. It's a 29-inch ultra-wide monitor. It's pretty nice.
Good work, Jack. But this is where it gets interesting.
Want to hang out at a voice call while you're at work like old times. I have almost pulled the fucking trigger on work percent so many fucking times, and I just haven't done it for whatever reason. I need to though. I miss work percent. All right, let me respond to this guy.
Do you remember this place?
Of course. This is where we first met. I remember now. Today is the day I met you.
That's it.
I think I found something to pass along to the future.
What?
He said all living things want their genes to live on.
Are you talking about the baby?
Yeah. But genes aren't the only thing you pass on. There are too many things that aren't written into our DNA. It's up to us to teach that to our children.
What kind of things?
About the environment, our ideas, our culture, poetry, compassion, sorrow, joy. We'll tell them everything together.
Is that a proposal?
This is for your ears only.
Well, it's at about a 9-minute difference, which it's still a little high. But if the IGT matches, then okay, fine.
I stare at the stars.
Counting credits. It's counting credits.
And think
I could fast forward through them, but I'm just gonna let it play.
made of. Am I full of sorrow? Am
Or Senri, 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 like Joe's stream.
am I filled with love?
Don't do that.
I walk by myself.
Alright, let me get my actual Seoul US out because we're going to be running Seoul US dog tags. I have 2 runs to do with dog tags. I have a tanker on normal and then the full game run that I lost 17 minutes on Rays.
Sun or rain, which one of these?
Which I practiced normal tanker, I practiced extreme tanker. I've touched none of plant, so that is going to be completely blind. I'm going to rely on my splits and hope I remember how to do it.
Holding on till the end.
Yeah, I have time. It's 9 o'clock.
Out of the darkness, there is no
Like, I won't be reset heavy, but
light leading.
I don't know how hard it's going to be now that I'm on PS2. If it was on the backwards compatible, it would have been free, but that thing is dead. So I know Tyler's run's a decent run. I just don't know how good it is.
That I let slip away.
No, I mean, if I get both of these done in a reasonable amount of time, I can be done in 2 hours, 2:10, somewhere in that area. Which would put me at almost 4 hours. That's average. And then, which all the ILs I did last night, I did beat Ed except for Vamp 2. I have to go back and do Vamp 2 ILs still before I put Soul away. Which sucks. But after that run, the 2 dog tag runs, and then I'll probably do some boss survival on my own, like this weekend or something. So. Blending, I don't fucking know. Everything is default. Everything is default. I've done no customization. Can look. I don't know if it's gonna lock it up.
Why can't each of us in the world ever see the best things in life are free? Little sounds of laughter, a warm hug, a smile, a kiss.
Yeah, it didn't freeze. It didn't freeze. Direct 3D 11. Blending is basic. That was not a freeze. If I open my video settings, it stops simulation. Resume the nut sesh. I don't need to resume it. I did 69 nuts. There's nothing to resume. Yeah, like I said, I don't really care. I mean, yeah. I've messed with the settings before when I was doing other tests with Platonic, and it still sucks. Yeah, I did all the nuts at sniping. I did 69 nuts. I did like 40. And then I had to address one cipher real quick, and then I did the rest real quick. So I did them all. I did 69 total. I think I gave you more than you bargained for. Thermal is always broken on hardware. Ugh. The simulator just sucks. That's all there is to it. Yeah, I remember doing that like early on in my career. Early on. Swapping, that way I could use the thermals with the touch of a button. Yeah, I gave extras, so shush. Shush. Shush, 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 shush. Alright, tanker all dog tags. Normal is 1158. I don't even know if I have splits. I should.
Not.
Yeah, so it's gonna end up being like 9.5. It's actually about 9 with the Pause. Emulator pause, so it works. Yeah, save your nuts. You never know when you're gonna need them. Might have Limeade 2.5 or something. Wouldn't be opposed to that. Oh well, Limeade 2.0 went. I don't code, so not my department. I don't code. I don't know how to code. Okay. Dead on, 108.56 with 3 continues. Lol.